Top of the top, y'all. It's your boy Real Estate Show tapping in, and today we talking all about vertical integration. Let's get right into it. Everybody talks about real estate like it's one thing: buy a house, rent it out, or I'm going to be a fix and flipper. But in reality, real estate investing or real estate entrepreneurship is a whole ecosystem. If you're a real entrepreneur, you should not just be making one revenue stream from real estate. You need to be tapping into three, four, five, six, or even seven, like we're going to talk about in this video. Yes, that's right. You can vertically integrate and create at least 7 streams of income, all from one industry. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do that. Now, it might take some time, but it can be done for sure. All right, so first up is wholesaling real estate, which is my business model. My business model with Home Affordable, we do wholesale, I would say about 95% of the properties that we get under contract. Wholesaling is like the entry point or the gateway for most real estate investors. You can find a property, get it under contract, flip that contract, and make 5, 10, 20, even up to $65,000, all from selling a contract without ever even taking ownership of the property. So wholesaling is essentially just sales and marketing. Again, you never actually purchase or take ownership of the property. So this strategy allows investors to get into real estate and get to understand contracts, get to understand negotiating, property conditions, the cost for remodels, all those type of things without actually making a huge upfront investment. Now, it's definitely going to take your time and again, sales and marketing skills, but you do not have to get your credit in order, have $50,000 for a down payment or anything like that. My first wholesale deal was $3,000. Our highest wholesale fee has been $70,000, and we have successfully been running this business. This is our 6th year now, and we're well over 7 figures just from wholesale assignment fees. Learning the wholesale is going to give you the ability to build cash fast and understand how to source your own deals. That is very key, guys. Sourcing your own deals. And when you're able to source your own deals, that's going to be fuel to do any other source of real estate that you want to do. Because if you can find a deal, you can flip a property. You can turn it into a rental. You can find land off market, get it under contract, and now you have land that you can build on. And when you're sourcing your own deals, going direct to seller, that is the best way to get the properties for as cheap as possible, especially when sellers are in a distressed situation and you can come through and provide a lot of value to help them get on the other side of that. I will go as far as saying that if you're able to source your own deals off market for under market value, you are solely the most important person in real estate outside of a lender, and that is a fact. Second, we got fix and flips. This can allow you to make a large amount of money in a short period of time if you do a good remodel and you market it at the right price. Now, the difference between wholesaling and fix and flipping is you're actually taking ownership of the property. You have to buy the property and you're improving the property by actually putting money into a remodel. But you can flip properties and quickly make 5 to 6 figures from a fix and flip and be in and out within 3 to 6 months. This is really good for people who are creative because you can bring your ideas to interior design and things that go into the remodel. Now, yes, when you're fixing and flipping, there is a lot more risk, but the rewards and brand building potential are a lot bigger. So I'll tell y'all a quick story of how I actually transitioned from 100% wholesaling to starting to fix and flip properties. All right. So I had a property that we got under contract. We were going to wholesale it in Grand Prairie, Texas. That is a really hot area, but this was like our first or maybe second year wholesaling. So I wasn't that acclimated to where the really hot areas were because we just jumped in the game. So some buyers reached out to us, and these are good friends of ours now. But some buyers reached out to us that were interested in the property. We did assign this property to them, meaning I did a wholesale. We ended up getting an assignment fee of $14,000 for the property. Now, as that relationship ended up building, they ended up telling us that they flipped that property and made $100,000 profit. So I made 14,000, which was great for me at the time. But then learning that they made $100,000, now I ain't hating on them, but that definitely sparked something inside of me as a hustler, as a true entrepreneur to say, you know what? I need to tap into this side of things so I can maximize my profit potential. So after that happened, I started fixing and flipping properties myself. Since then, me and my wife have flipped about an average of 3 properties per year. Third, we have rental properties. Everybody knows what it means to be a landlord. You buy a property that you're not going to live in. Instead, you bring tenants to live in that property. They pay you rent, which pays down your mortgage and should give you some cash to walk away with every month, which we call cash flow. You can call it owning rental properties, being a landlord, or what we like to say, buy and hold investing. Now, buying and holding is where the real wealth is built. Cash flow, appreciation, tax write-offs, and principal pay down of that mortgage is all part of the slow grind that creates generational wealth. Currently, I own my personal home that I live in, but I also own 2 rental properties. Now, I'm in Dallas, Texas, but my rental properties are both in Akron, Ohio. I chose Akron, Ohio because the cost of entry is a lot lower. So I was able to buy 2 fully remodeled properties for about $80,000 each. Okay. So here in Dallas, I'm selling completely distressed properties for $100,000. So the fact that I could get a remodeled property, 3 bed, 1 bath in Akron, Ohio for 80 grand was a steal to me. I've never been to Ohio. I've never even seen these rental properties. I actually bought both of my rental properties from other wholesalers who I've networked with who actually live out in Ohio. Even though these properties were fully renovated, I was still able to pay a little bit under market value. But the most important part is they cash flowed immediately. Okay, y'all. So here are the actual numbers. The property appraised at $80,000. My purchase price was $78,500. I paid $23,932 down, and that included my closing costs. All right. I got a DSCR loan, which is specifically for rental properties. And typically, what you're going to have to do is pay 20% of the purchase price for the home. All right. And again, that included my closing costs. So my monthly principal and interest payments is $522.34. I also pay $205 a month for my insurance and taxes combined. All right. I currently rent the property for $1,100 a month. That leaves me with roughly $373 with cash flow every single month. So when you break that down, that is a very strong cash on cash return. And a cash on cash return means how much of my money that I put down to get into this deal am I getting back every single year. Okay. So my cash on cash return is 18.7%. That's really great. Most people want to be around like a 10 to 12% or higher, depending on the investor that you're talking to. All right. I also have a great ROE. That is a return on wealth, and that's at about 17.6%. Again, $373 a month in cash flow. I already have $25,000 in equity. So essentially, the money that I put into the deal, I already have an equity for the property. So if I wanted to do something like a HELOC or pull that money out, I could pull it out. Or if I decide, you know what, I don't want to rent in Ohio anymore, I can sell the property and still get the money out that I put in. All right. I'm also going to get about $2,500 in annual tax write off. My mortgage is getting paid down every single month by the tenant that lives there, and I have appreciation potential. The 80K that it appraised for when I bought it last year could easily go up to 90,000, $100,000 in 3 years, which will just end up putting more equity on my bottom line. Now, my second rental property, I actually cashed for a little bit more because it is now on Section 8. Section 8 is paying more than the previous tenants. Fourth, we have new construction. Now, this can give you the highest ROI if you got the right vision. Whether it's spec homes, full development, or custom builds, new construction gives you the control and the biggest potential for margins. It's a way higher barrier to entry, but it also brings you the best reward. That's just how life goes. New construction can get really, really intricate. And for example, when you fix and flip a property, if I'm telling somebody how to do that, I can say, okay, this is what it is: A, B, C, D, E, so on and so on. But when you're doing new construction, you got to go A, 1, 2, 3, B, 1, 2, 3, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are a lot more steps for every part of the process when you're doing new construction homes. And as you can imagine, that gives you as the builder a lot more risk and liability, but there's insurance and warranties for things like that as well. So it's a lot of things in place where you can cover yourself, but definitely a lot more risk, definitely a higher barrier to entry. Personally, I am currently in a 16-week mentorship program the Millionaire Builder program with TGB or the Gentleman Builder. You may have heard of them in Dallas Fort Worth. They're teaching hundreds of students how to do new construction. So I'm currently in week 10 of that 16-week mentorship program. It has been amazing. If you're thinking of doing new construction, I highly advise you to reach out to Royce or Anthony over at TGB. You can Google them, the Gentleman Builder. I mean, it has been great for me, for someone who's paid for a lot of education, a lot of mentorships, a lot of courses, because I'm always a student of the game. This is definitely by far the most robust course or mentorship or community that I have been a part of. And to go along with that, through my wholesale company, I sourced a piece of land. I purchased that land. And so I'm actually going through the process of building on that property while going through the mentorship program. So when the mentorship program is over in 6 weeks, I will have already broken ground on my first new construction property. And I have 2 other vacant lots under contract. And I already own 2 more commercial lots in the South Dallas area with my business partners. So as you can see from revenue stream number 1, which was wholesaling in the company that I operate, I was able to source my own piece of land in Dallas, purchase that property, and now as I'm going through the mentorship, I'm going to be able to turn myself from a wholesaler and a fix and flipper to now a builder doing a new construction project, all because I understand how to source my own deals and I got the deal for cheap, which will in turn increase my ROI. So hopefully y'all kind of seeing how all of this works together. Even as far as the fix and flip, I'm currently on my 11th fix and flip property that's currently on the market. And every single fix and flip that I have gotten, I've purchased from my wholesale company where we source the deal ourselves directly from the sellers. So everything is tying in, y'all. 5, we have content creation. And that kind of speaks for itself, right? Because that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm having all of these other experiences based on income stream 1 through 4. And now I'm documenting those processes, telling y'all how you can do it, and even showing you how I do it. So on my latest fix and flip property, I started a vlog. It's called the Howard House Hustle because my last name is Howard. And it is something that me and my wife do. We flip properties together. And so I documented that journey, put it on my YouTube channel. And of course, I also give out other information about wholesaling real estate, fixing, flipping, financing, and everything surrounding with LLCs and entrepreneurship. So I'm just documenting and giving y'all information that I'm getting for the betterment of myself. All the information that I put on YouTube, I'm using myself to create a legacy for me and my family. So I just simply turned everything that I'm learning, everything that I'm doing, everything that I know into content so I can monetize it. Now, I've got, as of today, I have 3,914 subscribers on YouTube. I'm going to keep posting so I can get more and more. And this month, I made $508 in YouTube. Now, that's not a lot of money, but it's going to pay some bills at my house. And all I have to do is teach y'all what I'm learning. It don't cost me nothing but some time. And I'm sitting in my office anyway. I'm right in my office doing the business and creating content surrounding the business, making another stream of income. You can do the same exact thing. Whether that's YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, your story is valuable to somebody. Now, I don't get the most views, I don't get the most likes, I don't get a lot of comments, I don't get a lot of shares, but just that one person who sees my video, leaves a comment, or reaches out to me via email and said, man, I've been looking for this. You helped me. Thank you so much. May God bless you. If I can touch that one person with every video that I drop, if somebody can pick up one gem from a video that I drop, it's worth it for me. And when you create content and document what you're doing in real time, you never know who is watching, whether they like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. There's always someone watching that you'll probably never know about, and you don't know what type of opportunities that person can bring to you if the timing is right and the situation is right. And that can mean brand deals. I've had people reach out to me to try to invest money in my deals just because they see what I'm doing on my social media. All right. Creating content and putting your story out there can open all sorts of doors and more opportunity for you. Do not be scared to get in front of that camera. There's money behind there. Now, the 6th revenue stream of course, is education or selling some type of course or mentorship. And that's typically a natural progression. Somebody learns something, they start doing well, they start showing other people. People ask, how can I do that? Or can you teach me? And it kind of creates the need for you to sell a course or mentorship. Now, I have sold a course, I have had classes and things that I've sold in the past. I also have a how to wholesale ebook where I teach you how you can get in the game and become a real estate wholesaler. And that ebook is absolutely free. Just read my description, send me an email, and we'll get things going. I'll get that ebook right over to you. I actually used to sell this ebook, but then I said, you know what? I'm just going to give this out for free because ultimately for me, I want to make money by giving free game. And so YouTube can pay me. I don't need you guys to pay me. Okay. I'm also running multiple businesses. So I really don't have the time or mental capacity to take on a mentorship or one-on-ones or students or anything like that. So I much rather just give the information out for free. So if you're interested in learning how to wholesale, go to my description, reach out to me, and get the free How to Wholesale ebook. Now, the seventh and final revenue stream is private lending and partnerships, aka you becoming the bank. So now you've made so much money from wholesaling, fixing, flipping, new construction, your rental properties. You made money from content creation. You got all this money laying around, and you see other people who are eager to get into real estate or who are already experienced in real estate, and they need private money to be able to fund more deals and make more money. And you can get in as a silent partner, lend your money, and get a return on your investment. Now, I'm not there yet. All right. I'm not lending money yet, but I do know tons of people who are private lenders, who are private investors, who have even invested in my deals and got a return on their money. So ultimately, for me, that is a route that I will take eventually when I get that cash reserve somewhere where I'm really comfortable to be able to lend the type of money that needs to be lent to for people to do real estate deals. So when you're able to stack that cash and or credibility, that will put you in a position to fund other deals. Now you making money off your money again by becoming the bank. And there y'all have it, man. That is the power of real estate. You do not need to just choose one lane. You can create a business where all of these streams feed off of each other. And that's what I'm building right now. Wholesale deals fund the flip deals. The flip deals and the wholesale deals can build the content. The content creates the need for coaching or mentorship. And the rentals just keep paying you while you sleep. So if you are a real estate entrepreneur and you're only using one to two of these streams, I got news for you, my friend. It's time to level up. Go ahead and drop in the comments what revenue stream of real estate entrepreneurship are you building right now, or which revenue stream are you stuck on? Come in below. Let's talk about it, man. Let's grow together. If you got any value at all, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel for more real estate strategies, mindset, and moves you can actually use. Until the next time, y'all, it's your boy Real Estate Show. Tap in.